Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked onto long range weather forecast discussion for July 9th to 21st, July 9th to 13th. Their pattern remains unchanged, consisting of a trough here of the Gulf of Alaska, Eastern Pacific. We have a strong ridge over the west and a trough in the east. And the miles of good agreement as we go through the days. Come to the 13th, miles are indicating an expansion of this ridge to the east. Above normal temperatures are forecast for the west and to the plains. Highs are forecast to reach the low 100s or higher. Showers and storms are forecast for the Great Lakes and Northeast. This would be due to a series of weak fronts moving through the northern stream across this region. And diurnal activity is forecast for the Gulf Coast states and the southeast. Monsoonal moisture is forecast for the southern Rockies. July 12th to 16th. Here we are at the 13th. Most of the miles are indicating a weakening and broadening of this western ridge. It starts out here as a 594 DM over the Four Corners. Here's a ridge, starts to broaden a little bit. And then we look at the rest of the models. It has this ridge pretty much 594, pretty strong at the beginning. And then as we go through the period, come to the 16th, and you can see that it weakens and broadens and covers much of the nation as we come here. And then we look at this model. This is the GFS. And then we look at the European deterministics, or this GFS ensembles. GFS keeps it strong, and then the ensembles keeps it fairly strong. So the GFS weakens it and broadens it, and the GFS ensembles keeps it fairly strong, but also broadens the ridge across much of the nation, as does European deterministics, and the European ensembles keeps it fairly strong over the west, and then the Canadian also keeps it strong here across the Four Corners area. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures from the plains to the Pacific coast. Forecast anomalies be 12 degrees or more above normal. And below normal temperatures are forecast for the Great Lakes, Mid-Atlantic, and the Northeast, with anomalies of 2 to 4 degrees below normal. I think this part here is cut off. I don't think it's going to be this extreme. I think it's going to be relatively kept north of this line of the below normal temperatures. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for the West Coast states and the Northern Rockies. Above normal precipitation forecast for the Southeast and the Mid-Atlantic states. July 17th to 21st. Here we are at the 17th. The GFS keeps a strong ridge, fairly amplified pattern here, builds this ridge way up into Canada and covers much of the eastern and the western states. And we also have a trough here, an upper low here that extends south into the Mid-Atlantic. But then as we go through the period, the ridge weakens, expands eastward, and the trough lifts south. And we come to the 21st. This is GFS, still a fairly strong ridge here, but the trough pretty much lifts out. Brief cyclonic flow across out of the Northeast or New England. Then we look at the GFS ensembles near to above normal heights and weakened ridge. And then we look at the European ensembles, has a fairly strong ridge, still over here to the west, but still weak flow across the remainder of the nation. And then we have the Canadian, which has a weak flow but still keeps a strong high over the Four Corners. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting near to above normal temperatures across much of the nation, and I'm forecasting anomalies of 8 degrees above normal, with the greatest anomalies of 8 degrees above normal forecast for the west, and about near normal, about 2 to 4 degrees above normal for the eastern states. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for the northwest into the upper Mississippi Valley. Above normal precipitation is forecast for the eastern Gulf Coast states and the southeast. Now concerning Tropical Depression number 4. Tropical Depression number 4 has finally developed, and here it is. This is current position, 32.3, 42.6 west. Movement is towards the west-northwest at 20 miles per hour with winds 28 miles per hour with gusts up to 40. And it's finally developed with over the eastern Atlantic, scattered to isolated moderate convection, is located within 300 nautical miles of the center of the depression, primary in the western semicircle. However, recent scans indicate the system is less organized, and the system is not expected to deepen very much due to dry air and Sierra dust in the vicinity. And you can see that here on this satellite image. Here is Tropical Depression 4. Here's the dry air and the area. And then I have another one to show you. Here's the forecast models. And we'll take a look. We're just going to take scatter looks here. This is 12 hours. It's for July 6th. And forecasting to be sustained winds at 28 knots. And we're going to take scattered looks here. And this is for 48 hours from now, still 28 knots. Just going to go through this really quick. And then in 120 hours, still, it looks like it weakens, 18 knots. So not much change. It's not supposed to develop very much and into anything, as you can see. And this is on the this is the ArcGIS, and this is the path and the wind swath. And you can see, like, here's the depression, and this is about that's not telling me much, but it stays the depression very much through the whole life course so far that the miles go out. So that's long range weather forecast discussion for July 9th to 21st. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.